If you cannot stand on one leg for 10 seconds without touching down, your neuromuscular balance system is aging significantly faster than your chronological age. A landmark 10-year study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine tracked over 1,500 adults aged 51 to 75. The finding was startling. Failing this single 10-second test was linked to a dramatically higher risk of all-cause mortality over the following decade. Stand up right now next to a wall or a sturdy chair. We are running the clinical protocol together in real time. To get an accurate clinical score, you must follow the exact conditions used in the research trial. Barefoot or flat socks only, thick cushioned running shoes act like artificial stabilizers and mask ankle weakness. Arms relaxed by your sides or crossed over your chest. Do not use your arms as counterweights like a tightrope walker. Eyes fixed straight ahead on a single stationary point at eye level. Position yourself within arm's reach of a wall or counter for safety, but do not touch it unless you lose balance. Pick your dominant leg first. Lift your other foot roughly 3 inches off the floor. Place the top of the non-standing foot lightly behind the opposite lower calf. Ready? Go. Hold steady. Notice what is happening at your ankle. Are your toes clawing into the floor? Is your hip dropping to one side? And a stop. Now, switch to your non-dominant side and test again. If you made it the full 10 seconds on both sides with rock-solid stability, excellent. If you touched your foot down, hopped, or had to grab the wall before the timer hit 0, you are not alone. Over 20% of adults over 50 fail this test on their first attempt, and that number surges to over 50% after age 70. Static balance is not a single muscle. It is a high-speed conversation between 3 distinct systems. Your proprioceptors, millions of microscopic nerve sensors in your foot, and ankle ligaments that detect micro shifts in weight. Your vestibular system, the fluid-filled canals in your inner ear that tell your brain where your head is in space. Your gluteus medius, the lateral hip muscle responsible for locking your pelvis level when one foot leaves the ground. When we walk forward in daily life, we only balance on one leg for a fraction of a second during each stride. We almost never challenge continuous single leg stability. Over decades of sitting and forward-only movement, the brain's sensory processing slows down, the ankle stiffens, and the gluteus medius goes dormant. The good news? Proprioception and neural recruitment are directly trainable at any age. Here is the exact 3-step physical therapy protocol to rebuild your score in 21 days. Move. 1. The Tandem Reset. Place your right foot directly in front of your left foot, heel touching toes as if standing on a tightrope. Keep your posture tall and hold for 30 seconds, then switch feet. The progression. Once you can hold this effortlessly with eyes open, close your eyes for just 10 seconds. Removing visual input forces your ankle proprioceptors and inner ear to work twice as hard. Do this daily while waiting for the kettle to boil or brushing your teeth. Move 2. The clock reach. Static balance is good. Dynamic control is what stops an actual fall. Stand on your left leg with a soft bend in the knee. Imagine you're standing in the center of a clock face. Lightly tap your right toe straight ahead to 12 o'clock. Return to center without placing weight down. Reach out to 3 o'clock. Return to center and reach back to 6 o'clock. Complete 5 full circles per leg. This trains your standing hip and ankle to stabilize while your center of mass is actively shifting. Move 3. Wall isometric hip activation. Stand sideways next to a wall. Lift your inside leg to a 90-degree angle and press your knee firmly against the wall. The real work is happening in the standing leg. To keep from rotating, your standing gluteus medius must fire at maximum capacity. Hold this isometric press for 15 seconds per side for 3 repetitions. This directly targets the lateral hip weakness that causes balance failure during a single leg stance. Perform these 3 moves 3 times a week. Retest your 10-second single leg stance every Sunday morning under the exact same conditions. Most people notice a measurable reduction in ankle wobble within 2 to 3 weeks as neural recruitment sharpens. Tell me in the comments below, how many seconds did you hold on your left side versus your right side today? If you noticed your standing hip dropped or your knee drifted inward during the test, that hip weakness is very likely the hidden reason behind chronic knee or lower back stiffness. Subscribe to Well Past 50 for the rest of this self-test series, and click the video on the screen right now to see the 30-second hip test that uncovers why your hip may be overloading your knees every time you walk.